If you're always thinking about 120 pounds, you are going to fail every day. You're not going to lose that unless you lose 1 pound at a time. The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised. What's going on, fam? It's your boy, Papa Swolio, back with some more nuts on your chin. Thank you so much for being here. If you're brand new, smash that subscribe button, and we got some new gear. That's right, Swolenormous apparel is popping off. We got some Swole Privilege gear. That's right. If you're putting in that effort, doesn't matter if you're big, if you're small, if you're young, if you're old, if you're a part of the Swole fam, you got that Swole Privilege. You're pushing back on all this nonsense and all this bullshit about laziness and fat acceptance, blah, blah, blah. You need Swole fucking privilege. We can all have Swole privilege. We can all take control and better control of our health, both physically and mentally. Go check out the new drops over at swolenormousapparel.com. All those links down below. And of course, you can check out a couple other things. Free download with the 7 pillars of Swolenormous, and also learn more about joining the Swole fam over at swolenormousx.com. So you got that free download at the top of the website, and plus you can learn more about Swolenormous X memberships, but I'll leave that to all of you, and there'll be more information at the end of this video if you're interested in joining. Today's topic is brought to you by Shannon, a great member of the Swole fam. So let's get into this. We're going to talk about some diet today. She says, I'm having some trouble again, which is always just beating yourself up already. I'm cutting the sugar out of my diet and fixing my nutrition. I see others and I feel inspired, but I'm doing something wrong. I can lose weight, yes, but I'm not losing what I should be. I work out 3 to 4 times a week, and I'm also having knee issues. Got a lot of stuff going on. Got a lot of emotions going on, Shannon. My goal is to lose 120 pounds this year, and so far I've lost 2 pounds. At first, when I got the program, I didn't use it like I should have. I'm doing my best to eat less, shooting for 1,200 to 1,500 calories. I keep overeating that limit because it's so fucking low. We'll get into all this stuff. Sometimes I feel like I can't make the change. I had lost weight before, but I gained it back 2 times. This is my 3rd time. I know I should have done better, and I blame myself. I don't know how to get to the point of successful weight loss anymore. Holy shit. Okay, Shannon, I'm going to slap you with some knowledge cock right now. You gotta stop beating yourself up, okay? You are so fucking up inside your head. You're so up your own ass. You have to fucking lighten up. You have to give yourself a little slack, and you have to stop micromanaging your shit. Number one, the reason why you keep overeating 1,200 to 1,500 calories is because you're a grown adult. That I know people will say, oh, 1,200 is the minimum. 1,200 fucking calories? Yo, that is 1 steak for me. Like a ribeye steak is like 1,200 fucking calories. That is like next to nothing, especially when you're exercising as an adult. So you all could drop a comment down below. 1,200 is like fucking nothing. That's why you're overeating it, because your body's like, I need some actual nutrition here. So you're cutting out the sugar, fixing your nutrition, great. You see others and you feel inspired, great. But you're doing something wrong. Stop blaming yourself. You're not doing anything wrong. You just gotta stop thinking so much. This is a common problem. People think too fucking much. You're overanalyzing too much. You're micromanaging too much. So you work out 3 to 4 times a week, and you're also having knee issues. Well, let's talk about that. Now, you didn't give any more context. You're just kind of like, you're really just being negative with yourself and just dropping these little nuggets that I wish you actually talked more about your knee issues. You should be doing more yoga, glute activation exercises. You need to be addressing that, because that's not necessarily going to get better unless you start doing corrective exercises. So take care of those knee issues. Yoga if you're medically cleared, glute activation, lateral tube walking, hip bridges, all those things that you will actually be doing inside the yoga studio in Swolenormous X. So Shannon, dip into those classes, especially the hip opening ones. Make sure you check those out. The next part that I really want to tear apart. My goal is to lose 120 pounds this year. Fucking terrible goal. I'll tell you right now, Shannon. Terrible goal. You are trying to eat like a 3,000 calorie meal in 1 bite. You cannot have a goal as unrealistic as that. It is so unrealistic to lose 120 pounds in a year. It's ridiculously unrealistic. It's fine to want or need to lose 120 pounds, but you can just put that on the back burner. That's not what's important. You should be focusing on losing maybe 1 to 2 pounds a week, but it's not even that. The reason why we have the 7 pillars of Swolenormous inside Swolenormous X, the reason why that approach is so essential, it's because if you focus on those checkpoints every single day, you're gonna lose weight over time. You're not gonna keep on gaining weight if you're focusing on your community, eating quality foods, pillar number 2, training properly, pillar number 3, you're recovering, right? You are sleeping well, you're drinking plenty of water, you're doing your meditation and your mobility. Pillar number 5 is mobility. Pillar number 6 is mindfulness. And then pillar number 7, consistency. So if you're doing all those things, you're gonna lose the weight. If you're always thinking about 120 pounds, you are going to fail every day. You're not gonna lose that unless you lose 1 pound at a time. You're not just gonna skip ahead to 50 pounds. If you keep on looking and thinking, I gotta lose 120 pounds, I gotta lose 120 pounds, you're gonna nonstop be discouraged because that might take you 3 years. The question is, does it fucking matter? So let's say you lose in a year, that's amazing. But so what if it takes 2 years? Are you planning on not being around in 2 years? Like, it doesn't matter how long it takes. What if it takes 5 years? If it's important to you, you set the right habits and that weight will come off over time. You say you've lost 2 pounds. My goal is to lose 120 pounds this year, and so far I lost 2 pounds. Well, if you stop trying to stress your body out by under eating and you stop falling off and hitting your head against the wall and micromanaging your shit, like 2 pounds, fine. That's 2 pounds less than you have to lose. That's called progress. It's gonna be incremental and your progress is gonna look different than anyone else's. One of the problems with social media is that you're gonna see so much about transformation. This person lost 100 pounds. This person lost 200 pounds. This person, it's not that common or that frequent. You just get eye fucked with all that stuff because you have a concentrated amount of space on your iPhone or your Galaxy, whatever the fuck it is. And let's say there's 1,000 people in the world that's lost 100 pounds this year. There's 7.5 billion people in the world, but if you see all 1,000 people on your phone, you'll be scrolling all fucking day and never get close to going through all those pictures. And you think, oh my God, everyone's seeing such amazing progress. There's 7.5 billion people. There's so many more people that are in your boat. So let's get out of that boat and come on into the other life raft and let me help you set those habits correctly. Ignore the 120 pounds this year. Ignore it. Ignore it. That is 120 pounds. Okay, so that's a little bit over 2 pounds a week. So that's above what is healthy for an average weight loss. That's at the very high limit. So it's very unrealistic, even if you're doing everything perfectly. Whatever that is, there is no such thing as perfect. You're very unlikely to reach that. So a 2-year goal would be much healthier, maybe a year and a half, but it doesn't even fucking matter. You're focused on the wrong things. So you're aiming your best to eat less. Well, you're a part of the Swole fam. You know that food quality comes before caloric volume. So quality over quantity. You should be focusing on an elimination diet. You should be focusing on what foods you're eating, getting rid of those foods that you have sensitivities to, allergic reactions to, and then we can assess, you can look at your caloric volume because it's gonna be much easier to not overeat in general by eating proper foods. So you could be eating other foods that are causing you to have issues sleeping, that are causing cortisol and stress levels to be high. If you're under eating calories, your body's gonna be stressed out, and if it's not getting enough nutrients, which is one of the problems, even if you're eating the right foods, if you're under eating the volume, you're still not getting the required nutrients in. You're still not getting the required micronutrients in, and if you're stressing your body out because you're not sleeping well, maybe you're not hydrating well, maybe you're not recovering enough, X, Y, and Z, cortisol levels are gonna be high, and it's gonna be harder to lose weight. So stop blaming yourself. Fucking get over it. Get out of your own head. You need to meditate more. Dip into the brain gains section. Check out the comments and the responses to this post because you had a lot of great ones inside the Swole fam. And if you're part of the Swole fam and you're seeing this now, make sure you go into the group and comment on Shannon's post. But Shannon, you're in the right place. You just need to get off your own fucking back. You're making the climb a lot steeper than it needs to be. This is a process. This is a journey. And if you're focusing on what you're doing day to day, setting those good habits, you are going to be successful. I promise you. So what are your thoughts, fam? Drop some love in the comments down below for Shannon. So drop what your thoughts are down below. What are your thoughts on 1,200 to 1,500 calories? It gives me chills. It's fucking not enough for an adult. It's not enough, especially if you're eating quality foods. Like, seriously, it's not enough food. What are your thoughts on the knee issues, the goal to lose 120 pounds? Do you agree? It's a great idea. It's like, oh, nice. That's inspirational. But that's not something you can hold on to day to day because it's going to be 1 pound at a time. And always having 120 pounds like looming over over your head. It's just not a good mindset. So what are your thoughts, fam? Drop a comment down below. And if you want to join the greatest fitness fam in the fucking realm with Shannon, because Shannon, you have all the tools at your disposal. Everything that I just said to crush your 7 pillars of Swolenormous is inside Swolenormous X with your membership. So definitely jump on all those things, and you need to meditate more. Get your head screwed on right, fam? So drop a comment down below and check out swolenormousx.com if you want to learn more about all our programs, the full Brain Gains Meditation Center, the full yoga studio. We have hundreds of yoga classes, hundreds of meditation sessions. We're adding new content every single week. You got the full elimination process with the nutrition jumpstart, a full recipe archive. You got the virtual trainer. We got master classes. We got so much stuff inside Swolenormous X, including the Swollen 7 series, 7-minute mobility, kettlebell, dumbbell, band workouts. All this stuff can be done at home or in the gym inside Swolenormous X. So go give a look-see, link in the description down below. And of course, check out those new apparel drops at swolenormousapparel.com. That's swole privilege, motherfuckers. That's swole privilege. That's right, baby. And I'll see you next time for some more NOC. Peace the fuck out.
We stay woke, but y'all sleep. Rilla mo, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke. We in Rilla mo. I said stay woke. Rilla mo, stay woke. Rilla mo. I said stay woke. Rilla mo, stay woke. Rilla mo. I said stay woke. Rilla mo, stay woke. Rilla mo. I said stay woke. Rilla mo, stay woke. Hey, y'all some jokers, y'all a bunch of clowns. You will not get a laugh out of me. You can talk, but you can't denounce. I live a different theology. Why I transferred to a new account? You just fucked over a prodigy. Posted up with a running crown. You are the king of apology. You about to see a new side of me. I hope you know. We stand alone, watch our enemy go.